Oh, he goes after it and has cleared the infield. One bounce and into the fence it goes for a 4. What a shot. He chanced his arm on the very first delivery as well, when it was pitched short and wide, and this time getting the connection. And that's the first boundary for Delamah Royals. There you have it. Really on his hand and eye coordination, trying to clear the infield. That's a chance he would want to take early on inside the first 6 overs. He goes after it. Has he got the connection? No, straight into the hands of Adil Bhatt. First breakthrough, Rajesh departs. He was trying to clear the infield on more than one occasion. Did manage to get a boundary, but not the second one. A decent breakthrough for Jubail Knights. A wicket early on inside the power play is who are just joining rather. This is the OGC Foundation Day Cup 2025 powered by Dafa News, coming to you live from the Mimi Cricket Ground in Delamah. This time launches that one in the air, and that has taken a couple of bounces and hits the rope. He was eyeing for that shot, going down on one knee and giving it a full throttle. Usman finally getting that big shot unleashed here once.
Absolutely. My first reaction was that he was looking to hit that one on the onside, but the kind of delivery that the bowler bowled,
and that has been taken out there in the deep. Was always edgy, trying to dominate the bowling inside the power play. Tried one shot too many, and that has brought about his downfall. Usman departs for just 7 after having faced 10 deliveries, and Delamah Royal loses their second.
well, one shot too many. As you rightly mentioned, Junaid, Usman looking to go for the pull shot. And I think it was a plan from the bowler as well. The Jubail Knights get their second wicket. Good catch at deep square leg, especially stationed for that very delivery. Aves has his second, and the Delamah. It's a crucial game, as every game, every league game as well in this Saudi Foundation Cup. Have to waste no time and get those 2 points right up there. You can't take any game leniently. Is that one well on the offside? That's running away for a boundary. Beautifully timed by Firoz. Opens his account just over the point fielder. And third man had no chance on that one. Look at the outfield there, Junaid.
Well, it's lightning quick. Just opened the face of the blade and guided it over the point fieldsman towards the right of the third man, who had to take a chance and add a few more extra runs to their tally. But on the flip side, if they lose a wicket, then that might just do a bit more damage to the start they've already have. Oh, he chances his arm and goes over the infield. Has that gone all the way? We'll wait for the umpire's signal. And there you have it. 6 of the very best. And what a shot that was. Is slightly wide. He went after it and managed to clear the boundary ropes. Good shot there, Vansh.
Really, really good shot. First 6 of the innings as well. Once again, this is up in the air. This is very high. It's going to be very tough to catch this. But he catches that one. The ball was swirling in the air. And a beautiful catch. The plan was set up well by the Jubail Knights. And credit where it's due. Sherry gets his first wicket. They have a quick team hurdle as well after that one, as the Delamah Royals lose their third wicket now. Firoz going for one shot, way too many on the final delivery of the power play. And the score for them now, 3 threes, 33 for 3.
And that's the point. And they'll surely be targeting somewhere around 8 and 10, somewhere in between 8 and 10 rather. And for that to happen, they'll have to stitch a long partnership. And what better than these two out there in the middle? Austin, who's got a sighter, has faced 17 deliveries. Here's Saeed. And that has been beautifully taken. He was looking to maneuver that gap towards the offside. Couldn't quite pierce this time. It was held out beautifully. Ishtiaq making no mistake with the catching. And Austin has to depart. Saeed gets amongst wickets and not the right time to lose one here, Vansh.
Well, absolutely not the right time. We were just mentioning that they need valiant effort by the fielder at covers as well. It was slightly uppish from Balu. And as he was looking to drive that one, there you go. It looks like a chance to me, 50-50 chance. On the first attempt, I just saw that would have been a 50-50 chance. That's an outside edge, is it? The batsman's walking. Brilliantly bowled from Syed once again. He gets a reward for his exceptional bowling into his final over now. Gets his second wicket. And things are just going down the graph here. As far as the Delamah Royals are concerned, they lose their fifth wicket. Half the side back in the pavilion for starting the over slowly. We've got some new regulations from the ICC as well, which indicate that rule. And the first warning given by the main umpire. Good to see this being followed all around the world. It's a quick paced game, this 20 over format. You need to start the over pretty quickly. This time swiveled around on the onside. Gets the boundary. A short delivery to start for Hamza. And that one has been put away by the left-hander.
And a very timely boundary indeed. Again, straying down on the leg side, and Balu George got into the action straight away. A very good way to start the over, because at this stage they can only manage somewhere around a run a ball, 120-ish. Not quite certain if that's going to help their cause.
Short delivery. That should be the second six of the innings. You cannot be bowling short to Balu. We saw that earlier in the over as well. This time he goes aerial and up and over as well. Very, very expensive over so far. 16 coming off this one with the ball still left. Well, that was just a throwdown from
Just
the
a sort
bowler.
of kitchen sink at it. Managed a maximum. So Balu has got to move on. Gets himself to 17 of 12 deliveries.
Final delivery of the over. Once again goes up and over. That should be another six. Beautifully played on the onside. Is this the over that brings the momentum back for the Delamah Royals? Well, surely looks like 22 of that one. After 12, they're 80 for 5.
And there you go, going down on one knee, connecting it beautifully. A strike, getting those quick ones that has slightly tilted the pressure back onto the bowling side. Still a long way to go into the game, but that big over in the last over, they have their confidence back in place.
Well, absolutely. Summed it up brilliantly there. They need partnership. They need a partnership. This time on the onside once again. Another six. Looks like he has a free flow off the bat, does Balu. Picking that length pretty quickly. It wasn't that short, mind you. Wasn't a bad delivery either from Aves. Just angling much more on the onside this time from the bowler, though. Have a look at that bat swing. Beautifully played. This is so from a left-hander. Brilliant batting from Balu as he's quickly moved on to 30 of 15. We once mentioned that he should take that strike rate up. Well, he surely listened to us on this occasion. Batting at a strike rate of around 70 at one point. This time on the offside goes Flamboyance, but it's been taken on the boundary. Well. At first sight, It looked like an amazing shot, but the fielder didn't have to move there. Brilliantly taken at deep extra cover. It was hit very, very firmly by the batsman. And after an explosive 30 of the left arm spinner has looked to spin the ball away, but he surprised the right handers on a couple of occasions as well. He's bought in the arm delivery, as you rightly mentioned. That arm delivery might just come in the last two deliveries of the over. It's up in the air this time, and an easy catch once again. Well, they're falling like a pack of cards. Are the Delamah Royals 94 for 7 at the moment, and every bowler who's come into bowl has picked up a wicket now, except Hamza. Brilliantly bowled from Noman once again, giving it some flight. Noman will fancy bowling a couple of good deliveries to him as well. This one comes in with the angle, the one which I was speaking about, the arm ball. He bowls it with such deception as well, not letting the batsman know if it's going to go spin, if it's going to spin away or come in. This one spins away, and a brilliant catch at covers. The covers came in a couple of steps closer to the batsman, and it was hit actually really hard by Mohammad as well. Diving towards his left, picks that catch up, and Noman has his second of the over.
Wow. Talk about falling like a pack of cards. Might just say falling like 9 pins. And there you see, he's just trying to run away with the overs. He's balled 3 deliveries already. Back on his mark, ready to go for his 4th.
I think they have to finish their overs in the allocated 90 minutes as well. So that also might be on the back of the captain's mind. Brilliantly bowled. There's an inside edge on that one. Going for the direct hit, but I think he was safe as houses was non-striker running towards the batting end. And Ishtiaq into his third over. Not got a wickets. Has not got any wickets so far. He'd love to add to his tally today. Bowls in with a lot of pace.
It was looping in all the time in the world.
Edges, and this time it's running, and it's running away towards the boundary. Tried to stop that one, but I think that has touched the ropes there. That'll be 4 runs off the outside edge. You can call them bonus runs or whatever, but they'll take anything that comes their way, will the Bin Delamah Royals.
They snatched it with both hands, getting a thickish outside edge. A desperate effort to try and stop that. Couldn't quite get a strong hand onto that one. Just trickles across. And
not only them, but all the teams that have played so far. 21 extras given by the Jubail Knights. Extras are the second highest scorer in this innings. This time bowled quickly, an inside edge. And that one races away towards the boundary. So an outside edge of the previous over and an inside edge now, both of them travelling towards the boundary.
well, that's right, and they'll have to try and keep themselves in the contest for the moment just by looking at the way Ishtiaq is operating. He's trying a bit too hard, a bit too much rather.
Pace, which he faced a couple of overs earlier. That just puts a dent on the figures of Ishtiaq as well, isn't it? Put 7 runs, add that single 8 runs of the over so far. Final delivery of a spell. Fuller length, and there you go. The wicket was missing in his figures, and he's got that one now. Brilliantly bowled, dead straight. There you go, cartwheeling were the stumps on that occasion. 113 for 9, and Waqar Malik dismissed for just 2.
Well, what a ball that. He was itching to go after it. Not in line, just throwing his bat at it.
Well, Noman, what he's trying to do there, he's trying to flight the ball up. This time, much more quicker, straight towards the bowler. 3 wickets for Noman, and he's got the celebrations as well. The Delamah Royals have been bowled out for 113. Around 15 deliveries still left in the innings, and what a bowling effort this has been from the Jubail Knights here.
Well, absolutely brilliant. Said Amin Hassan, the last man, the skipper.
Really hard length deliveries. He's coming in, hitting the pitch really hard here. But he's getting some swing as well, which is a really positive thing from him. Faizan on strike. Goes for the big shot. He's cleared that one. He's cleared the infield. One bounce, the ball goes towards the boundary. First boundary of this second innings for the Jubail Knights, coming off the bat of Faizan.
That was firmly struck in the slot for him, and presents the full face of the blade, extension of the arm at the very last moment, almost carrying all the way through. Bounce just inside the rope and goes for a 4. Yep, that's the confirmation. Got themselves to 8 in the first 4 deliveries here.
Last 2 deliveries of the over. Once again, goes over the infield. Another boundary, back-to-back fours for Faizan. Another outswinger from Nikash, and I think he's become quite predictable after bowling those outswingers in those first 4 deliveries. Faizan is expecting the ball to move away from him, just playing it with such ease.
Again, firmly struck. Covered the line of the ball really well. And like you pointed out, was expecting the ball to shape away from him. Presenting the full face. Going over. Wasn't shy away from keeping the ball up in the air.
This time gets the outside edge. He was looking to flick that one, and it has gone towards the left of the third man fielder. A lucky boundary, it must be said, for Faizan, but he won't mind it. 3 boundaries in succession for the Jubail Knights and Faizan as well.
There you have it. Making full use of the power play. Targeting the
That one over the infield. You can sense that he wants to join the party from the other end as well. Faizan is striking the ball well, and this time Nadeem gets it as well. 6 runs for him. And that's the right kind of delivery that he should be hitting. Straying down on the pads, and just a flick of the wrist, and that one goes for a maximum. First one from the bat of Nadeem.
That came right off the meat of the bat. The sound it made of the bat was a proper cricketing melody. There's a chick that it makes, there's a tug it makes. And this chick...
It's got a bag of tricks, as Balu George pulled well with the new ball in the first over. It'll be important for the Delamah Royals that he strikes, and he strikes early.
That's right, here he goes. This time, touch slower. Was taken on the full and dispatched with absolute disdain towards the square leg region for another boundary.
Well, once again, the knuckle delivery. There you go. You can see the grip. He's trying for that knuckle ball. Just not coming right from his hand. Full toss, which has been hit towards square leg for a boundary. No chance for the fielder there. The ball starts at leg stump, and then you've got your answer where the ball has just gone. Goes towards the boundary. 5 bonus runs off the extras. We've mentioned so many times, Junaid, the extras are so vital in this format of the game. Once again, Delamah Royals not helping themselves.
This time picked away. Has he got enough? Looks like it has gone all the way for a maximum. Well, just the sort of half over. And, well, this is turning out to be a big one indeed. He's straying down on the leg side every now and then. Stride a touch too many things in this over. picked up beautifully and connected right off the meat of the bat. And that has carried all the way for a.
Will be given a wide by the umpire as well. Started off well in this over, needs to finish well. This time flicked on the onside, it's aerial. And with the outfield, it's just going to go towards the boundary. No chance for the two fielders running behind the ball.
He was on money for the first four deliveries, and this time pitched up, angling into him, and picked up by the batsman towards the onside. Beautifully played, targeting those vacant spaces for the first four deliveries, and this time pitched up, angling into him, and picked up by the batsman towards the onside. Beautifully played, targeting those vacant spaces. Another four to Nadeem, who's raised himself to 31.
This time goes on the offside, and that will be another four on the offside. No chance for third man this time, as they end the over on a high, as we've spoken about that so many times. First 5 overs dominated by the Jubail Knights.
Wow, what a batting display this is. They've come out with purpose. They've come out like to chase that down. They have been going absolutely great guns. Nadeem has got off to a flyer. Before that, Fazan, who went after the bowling in the very first over. Fazan, when he saw Nadeem going big, just stayed away. This time, dispatched through the offside. Looked like for a moment the fielder was interested. I'm not quite sure if that was through his hands. But that one raced away through that cover region for another boundary. Another good start to the over here, Vansh.
Brilliant start to the over. We've seen that on so many occasions that the two right-handers have tried to put the pressure on the bowlers initially in the over. That has certainly paid off, that tactic. Get a few boundaries there, but Nadeem, on the other hand, has compensated for him. 45 of 28 for Nadeem. And he's looking to swing, and he's looking to swing hard as well. He's connected on most of the occasions. Usman, none for four. Final delivery of his second. This time goes big. Oh my word, what a noise off the bat. Brilliant shot from Nadeem. And what a way to bring the half century up as well. Raises his bat. 51 of just 29 for the right-hander. He's got a smile on his face. Gets an applause from his dugout. Thumbs up. And yes, he's going the right way. Quickest half century of this Saudi Foundation Cup. Some room for himself. Trying to go for the short over covers. This time takes it on the full. One bounce towards the fielder in the deep. And I think that will be a boundary. Well, it has just touched the ropes there. 4 runs for Faizan as the 100 comes up. The first 100-wicket partnership in this tournament. It was hit well. Some sloppy fielding. And there you go. Fielding has not been top-notch.
Delight to watch.
Wide was given off the previous ball. This time drives it. Good fielding at covers. Some confusion. Confusion for the first time. And when you have two batters on one side of the wicket, it surely isn't a good sight. A wicket, the first one for the Delamah Royals Cricket Club. And unfortunately, commentator's curse strikes once again, Junaid, because we were mentioning about the running between the wickets. And that is when they've lost the wicket, courtesy that run out.
Well, that's right. And yeah, we've been talking about the
Only a wicket for them as well.
That's right. And the game has been pulled out of their reach completely.
Shot this time and dispatched for a maximum. In fact, it's been given a boundary by the umpire might have just landed in front. Beautifully
Yeah, onto
played
the
on
back
the
foot.
onside, as I said, and goes towards the boundary. Just formalities, as you mentioned, Junaid. 4 runs required. Faizan will be looking to finish it off in this over itself.